Well, hello guys. Welcome back to another episode of Everyday EDC. My name is Tyler, and today we're talking about Finish Friday. But wait, there is more. It sounds like you're trying to sell it so much. This is Finish Friday, and I have an unboxing to show you guys before I get to Finish Friday. Bonus, right? Alright. So, because I don't want to show you guys my Finish Friday knives yet, I happen to have this in my car. This is the CJRB Dusty. It's not the Dusty, it's just called the Scoria, but it's Dusty, alright? This came in a trade. Now, I'll tell you guys right now, this is that trade that I was talking about where I traded my Vero Axon. Don't judge this trade. I don't care. If it makes you happy, I don't judge you. If it makes me happy, if it makes you happy, can't be that bad. Alright, so, yeah. I traded the Vero Axon. And like I said before, I'm not into trading up because it's hard to get. I am into trading because I'm interested in the knives, and the trade value is generically there. If you guys have traded with me in the past, you understand that I keep a generic trade value. Like, I don't jack up the price on anything. I think the one thing that I did sell, I don't think I sold anything at a higher price. The one thing I didn't give a great deal on was the Para 3 and Crewwear back in the day, because it's kind of hard to get your hands on. It's the purple one. And I didn't really want to sell it, and the dude wanted it, so I was like, alright, if you want it, this is what I'm going to charge you for. But I don't like doing that otherwise. First and foremost, we have a Benchmade. It's a 2-knife, 2-for-1 trade. You guys are going to be like, I'm so sick and tired of seeing the same damn knives on this mother effing plane. This is a lanyard. I appreciate the lanyard, but I will probably not keep it. This, on the other hand, is the Benchmade bug out. I really was going to get titanium scales for this, and then I got to fix the tip. That was part of the deal. Right? But holy smokes, I actually really like this JG10 on here. This feels really good. The action's great. He's got new thumb studs on there. Of course, the action's great. It's super loose. But that's alright. We'll fix that. But anyways, this is the Jade G10 20 CV bug out. I've gone through several different bug outs, and I regret trading each and every one. So this one, I may try to do something slightly different, like I might chop this off into like a sheep's foot-ish style or something, I'm not sure. Maybe I'll just sharpen it to a point, because I think if I did that, I would have to shorten the body on it. But I wanted a bug out, especially now that those titanium scales came out, which I'm sure I won't get my hands on for a while, because I'm sure they're sold out, because that's what happens. And there's a million bug outs out there in the world. Anyways, this is the 20 CV bug out, which I haven't checked out. I might have checked it out already. I don't remember what the Blade HQ exclusive one was. The white and the black. That one was sick. I should have never got rid of that. That's the one that I traded Ryan for. I forgot why I got rid of it. Just kind of like a momentary whatever. But it's okay. I ended up back with one. It has the Jade G10. It is what it is. Next on the list. This is the real reason that I made the trade. Never felt this before, but I was excited to. Once again, lanyard, appreciate it, probably won't keep it. But, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, this is the, not centered, but I will center it, Native Chief in M4. And yeah, that's cool. Oh my goodness, is that cool. So this is, like, ergonomically, this feels really good. Action's locked up just fine. I gotta figure out what's going on with that centering. Not a big deal, we can always fix that. This is a backlock, and this is also the JG10. I believe this is the Blade HQ exclusive Native Chief in M4. Very large knife, very sleek and slender though. A little stabby, but ergonomically feels amazing. Typical Spyderco though, like that should be no surprise, right? This feels really, really good. I really like this. This is intense. Look at all that extra handle. This is intense. This is cool. Yeah. I haven't tried out the police or the military. but we're starting with the Chief. We'll probably work our way down to both of the other two. The big Spydercos I'm talking about. But this is an M4. I can't find aftermarket scales for this. That may mean this doesn't stay in my collection. We'll have to find out. If I'm going to keep something like a Spyderco, part of the fun of the knives that I like to keep, or at least most of them, is I get to mod them myself. Change them up, build them. That's what I want to do with Spydercos and Hinderers. That's kind of what they are. So if I don't get a chance to do that, then I'm going to get something else. I don't know, maybe, we'll see. And the lanyard kind of throws it off because I'm used to grabbing down here. Anyways, this is the Spyderco Native Chief. Let's show you guys. Very, very cool. Here it is up next to the CJRB Scoria, just so you guys can see like a size reference. Scoria is slightly shorter. Actually, it's a lot shorter. This is butt to butt. That's how much shorter the Scoria is. So this is a very large knife. I believe this is like 9.4 or something like that inches. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Very, very cool. Thank you for the trade. And we will kind of move on from there. It's from a... He didn't write his name on the box, did he? No, he didn't write his name on the box. I talk to him on Instagram frequently. I apologize. I'll post it here. But thank you for the trade. Super happy with the trade. I am not mad whatsoever. I think we both made a good trade. You got a knife that you like, and I got knives that I like. I got a project knife, which is the bug out, and I got the Spyderco Native Chief, which I've never felt in my life. It is much more narrow in hand than one would think, and that's okay. Like, it feels good. The ergonomics of it feel great. It's really stabby looking too. You're like, oh, it's a dangerous looking knife. Or it's going to be great for cutting steak. Moving on, Finish Friday. So I kind of struggled with this between what you guys would probably want to see versus what I like to see in finishes. What's the difference? Well, the difference is I probably like something maybe most of you guys don't. You guys are probably expecting some crazy looking knives. I mean, you guys already know my collection, so you've probably already seen a lot of these, but you're probably going to be surprised at my choice for Finish Friday. So not only is it aesthetics, but it's kind of like the quality, fit, and finish of these two pieces that I truly enjoy these. And looking at them, I'm like, whoa. I think these are probably going to be the knives for, Finish Friday. So first and foremost, you guys have already seen it. This is a really bad flip. Two really bad flips. This knife has really great action. I just suck. So this is the We Knives Thug. Particular, the hand satin finish, both on the scales and the blade, as you can see here. Freaking awesome looking. This knife, I talk about the Doris when I talk about a favorite little pocket tank, when I talk about like ergonomics and stuff. This knife is like my Wii version of the Doris. It's the closest that I've come to finding like a Wii version of the Doris. It's just short, fat, tanky, 150 thousandths probably on the spine, blah, blah, blah. Really, really cool knife. Really awesome. One complaint, which I can fix, I just haven't yet, is this pocket clip. I don't know if I caught it on something, but that tip is so damn pointy that it kind of hurts, especially in your fifth pocket, because you're always reaching past it in your fifth pocket, right? So it does kind of hurt right there. Other than that, I have zero complaints with this knife. I think this knife is beautiful, gorgeous. That blade satin finish is amazing. And this is a knife that I just genuinely love. Next on the list, this is going to surprise you guys, but not if you're using the same logic as the We Knives Thug. I like the simple designs. Once upon a time, I had a Kaiser Gemini. I loved this Kaiser Gemini. The contoured scales were awesome. The blade was nice and tall, almost a full flat grind, if not a full flat grind if I remember right. The action was okay. I thought it was going to be my forever beater knife. And then Tyler did something. Tyler taught himself how to anodize titanium scales using the Kaiser Gemini scales because his intention was to keep that knife as his user. And once I added color to the Kaiser Gemini, I stopped carrying it. It's so weird. And I was really proud of the anodization job, right? Maybe I'll post a picture here. Because I'm proud of it. I was really proud of this anodization job. But I don't like carrying color. I don't like flashy. I like neutral colors. I like dark colors. You know, that QSP Piglet that I had, you know, yes, I mirrored the edge of the blade, but that's still a clean aesthetic. It's not a bright color. It's just like a really clean looking aesthetic once you get that like shiny reflectiveness on the blade. You know, I really just don't carry colorful knives. The closest thing I come to a colorful knife is my Hinderer, which has like these bronzish, but they're still earthy colors. They're neutral colors. I just don't like very bright, flashy colors. My PM2 is a raw-looking titanium with blue hardware. I don't mind colorful accents. My Spyderco Shaman is silver twill, and it's gorgeous, but I really haven't carried it since I put that twill on there. And I don't think about that before I grab it, but I do think, now that I'm talking to myself, I think that it's like a subconscious thing. I like the neutral, I like the clean, and I just like a working knife. So without further ado, my second and full size, I guess I could say, pocket knife is a brother to the Kaiser Gemini. It is the We Knives Esprit. Now, you guys are like, boring, but this orange peel texture feels so good. This blade in this light, I'm not doing it justice, looks so nice, because this is almost like a spear point, right? It comes up, and I forgot the terminology, but it comes up to a point here, but then it's almost like it almost kind of has this dagger ground, but pseudo, right? It's not actually dagger ground on that side. It just looks very, very interesting. The aesthetics of this knife look fantastic, short of the front flipper, but I get it. I do. It's just, you know, the pocket clip looks okay, but it's a deep carry, and a true deep carry. I mean, the only thing hanging out is the pocket clip. The action of this guy is beautiful, and guys, the ergonomics for an EDC knife, in my opinion, is damn near bar none. Now, I am not saying that this thing is better than the Manix, better than the Para, better than the Shaman. I'm not saying that. I'm saying for an EDC knife, this is the perfect ergonomics that you need. Because I can do hard use tasks, but I don't intend to do all day hard use tasks with that. In my opinion, there is another knife that I would choose. I'm not saying that I have another knife in mind. I'm saying I would choose another knife probably for hard use tasks. Not saying this can't handle it, but I'm just saying I would choose something else. This, in my opinion, for an everyday pocket knife, is one of my very favorites. I keep wanting to say the one, right? I keep wanting to say the one, but I'm not going to say the one because that's unfair. But I will say it is one of my absolute favorites. It's just amazing. And you know what's unique? And I'm not going to show you the comparison, but I'm going to show you this again. This is the CJRB Scoria. And yes, it looks totally different, but the contouring of the scales is that very, very narrow. I bet you it's no more than like 450 to 480 thousandths, probably thinner, but they're wide and contoured. You got this tall blade with a little bit of swedge going on there. It kind of gives that pseudo, you know, spear point, dagger ground, if you will. It's just a big swedge. The action is phenomenal. This is not deep carry, but it is deep carry enough. And this, in my opinion, is a budget version of the We Esprit. You guys are going to be like, what? Where did you go with that? I didn't intend for this part of the segment to happen, but carrying both, this reminds me of the We Esprit a lot in ergonomics and carry factor. Really, really good knife, the CGRB Scorio. One of my favorite knives, guys. So, I'm gonna say that, and then I got one more thing to say about this. I think, don't hold me to this, you guys have seen my collection on several occasions. Whew. Deep breath, Tyler, deep breath. I'm going through a phase. I hate the fact that I don't carry this every day. I'm going to say that out loud. I'm going to say it again. The oui esprit. I hate that I do not carry this every day. I want to carry this every day. But part of me, with the themes and whatnot, like, I could probably make this fit damn near any theme, first and foremost. Well, most themes. But I don't. I want to show new stuff to you guys. And, you know, you have your babies that, like, it's kind of like a klepto, right? You have all these knives, and they're like, well, you haven't carried that one in months. Why don't you sell it? No! I need that. It's really important. What if I need that one day? Like an episode of Hoarders, right? That's how I feel with my knives right now. I am on the fence about doing a series where I only keep a set amount of knives, short of my review knives. Just like I said, I got a 40 knife backlog. Guys, I got a bunch of review knives that have no intentions of staying in the collection. But right now, as far as forever knives go, and knives that are like, all right, that's my baby, you're my baby, I have probably 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, about 19 that are like, you're my baby, no, you're my baby. So, I want your thoughts. I'm thinking about doing probably a till the end of the year move where I only keep a set amount of knives, and then let's say if I'm at 19, I'm gonna say, I keep wanting to up the number, but to be like fun about it, I'm gonna say 5. So I'm gonna cut it by 75% potentially in a series. If you guys would enjoy a series like that where I combat knives and I pick 2 knives that I would compare against each other, and they're going to be hard, it's going to be heartbreaking, let me know if you'd be interested in that. And to plug the Patreon, this is where it's going to benefit you guys if I do this, to get involved in the Patreon. I have Chris Reeves, I have Hinderers, I have Wee Knives, I have Spydercos, blah, 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 blah. If I do this, I've been promising the patrons that I will give them good deals on knives, but I haven't really come across, like, opportunities to do so. If I thin out my herd of my forever knives, I will give a massive discount to the patrons. What type of discount? For example, if I get rid of my Sabenza, which I don't know if I will. I just don't know what's going to stay. I bought the Sabenza for about $480. It's the one with the micarta inlays. I will let, and I barely use it, I will let it go for about $320 to $350. Now that doesn't seem like a massive discount to you, but I'm also not big into this, as far as like having all these connections and stuff. It costs me a lot of money to do all this. So in order to kind of get some of that back, that's where that's at. But I won't go on, I can go on Reddit and sell that knife for $450 like today. So to my Patreons, I will sell like a $500 Sabenza for like $320. If I were to sell this Wee Knives Thug, which I don't know if I will, but if I were to, this was like a $220 knife, I'll sell this thing for like $140 if you're a Patreon. And if you are a Patreon, it's not going to be you get to join, buy your knife, and get out. I don't like that, because the Patreons that are there, that's not fair too. So if I do this, I need you guys to become Patreons in the month of August. I don't know when I'm going to do this, but if you become a Patreon in the month of August, you will be eligible for these massive discounts on these knives. Depending on how many people I get, will depend on the discounts I am able to give on this knife. let's say for some reason everybody jumps on this and they're like, yo, I want a part of this. Then, and let's say I go up by 10 to 15, 20 different patrons. That 320 then becomes 300, 280. I can do it for much less because of the Patreon kind of making up the difference. That's the plug. www.patreon.com/EEDC. I'm not promising that I'm going to do it, but I'm promising you if you don't get in August, I'm not going to include you in on the sale. That's just to keep it fair for the consistent Patreons that have been there. And I haven't given them the deals like that yet. I've tried to sell a few things, but there were things that I didn't want, right? These are things that I want. So I know people are going to want this stuff. That is all I got. This has been long-winded. My name is Tyler. This has been Everyday EDC. You guys stay sharp, stay safe, and thank you entirely so much for watching. Check out the Patreon. Again, www.patreon.com/EEDC. I am also giving away a Sadidi perf in that. By the way, if 10, 15, 20 people join the Patreon because of this, also know that in 2 months, so August, September, October, I will be able to give a much higher value knife away based on the number of patrons. Instagram, everyday_EDC_77, and White Mountain Knives, promo code EEDC. Go shop at White Mountain Knives. They're awesome. Their customer service is awesome, and Justin's a good dude. My name is Tyler. This has been Everyday EDC. You guys stay sharp, stay safe, have a great freaking rest of your day. Thanks so much for watching. What's in your pocket for Finish Friday? Sorry I didn't plug that.